All right, Team Impact. We're going to go ahead and get started with lesson 5, and just a quick video. This is more one-step equations, which shouldn't be too much of an issue in real life. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just bypass this first page, and we're going to go ahead and get to the second page. And I'll do the same thing in a normal class. So you should be able to see that, and you should be in pretty good shape. So let's get after it and go. So what we're going to do is to find the variable, write an equation, and solve for it. A deck of game cards was dealt equally among 6 players. Each player received cards. How many cards were dealt? So the variable is going to be the number of cards dealt. So let's go ahead and do it. Number of cards, all right, dealt. All right, our equation. So let's go back and read this. I have 7 cards, 6 players. How many cards were dealt? Okay, so if each player got 7 cards, all right, how many total cards were there is X, and there's 6 players, right? So each player got 7 cards. So what number divided by 6 is 42? And then if we balance beam this up, multiply by 6, X equals 42 cards, right? And we'll circle that up. And let's work our way down here. I know it's a little out of order, but that's okay. The perimeter of a square measures 26 centimeters. What is the length of the side of the square? So the variable is going to be the length of the side. All right, so our equation. The perimeter of a square measures 26 centimeters. What's each side? Well, a square has 4 sides, all right, and I'm going to call what we're looking for, the length of it is X of each side, but I know 4 times some number equals 26, right? So when we look at this, all we're going to do is go ahead and balance beam it up and divide both sides by 4. That cancels. X comes down. 26 divided by 4 is 6 5/10 centimeters. Okay. And let's continue on here to Sally. Sally's Bake Shop sells a box of brownies. Jonah divides the brownies amongst 5 friends. Divides, right? So we should know what we're doing. If each friend receives 3 brownies, then how many brownies are in the box? So let's underline or circle some important information. There's 3 and there's a number 5. Jonah divides the brownies amongst 5 friends. Okay, each of them got 3 brownies. So the variable is going to be the brownies. Right. If each of them got 3, you're taking a number, dividing it by 5, right? Because there's 5 friends. Each of them got 3. Balance beam times 5 times 5. X is 15 brownies. Makes sense? All right, let's continue on. In preparation for Thanksgiving dinner, Mrs. Walters orders 18 pounds of turkey. She determines that this will be enough to feed 12 people. How many pounds of turkey is she planning per person, right? Well, the variable is certainly going to be pounds of turkey, right? Okay. So if we have 18 pounds of turkey, all right, and each of them is going to get an equal amount, and there's 12 of them, so 12 times some number is going to be 18, right? So this will be the amount each person gets, how many pounds. So what I'm going to do is tee it up and divide both sides by 12. X will come down. 18 divided by 12 is 1 5/10 pounds, sorry. So that's what the value of X is. So 12 times this will give us this, okay? All right, let's just continue and work our way back up here and make sure we're in good shape here. Let me check my camera. Yep, we're in good. A rectangle has an area, the space it covers, of 82 feet square. What is the length if the width is this? So the variable is going to equal length, right? That's easy, right? Length, because we're looking for that length. All right, so if the width is 10, 10 times some number is going to be 82 feet, right? Because to find the area of a rectangle, it's base times height or length times width. Divide both sides by 10. This cancels. X comes down, and that's 8 2/10 feet. You see, you just move that decimal over to the left when you divide. You make it smaller. Okay. Molly and her 4 friends are attending the opening of a movie. They purchase tickets, popcorn, drinks, and candy for a grand total of $56. They decided it's easier to split it evenly. How much does each person owe? All right, so the variable is going to be the cost. And our equation is, it's pretty simple. If they each, if the total's $56, and Molly and 4 friends, Molly and 4 is 5, so it's 5x equals 56, right? And then we would balance beam, divide both sides by 5, cancel, x comes down, and each person's going to spend $11.20. This divided by this is that, okay? All right, we're rocking and rolling here. Let's continue. A Netflix subscription, that's the first problem I've ever done with Netflix, all right, is on sale for $41.94 for 6 months. What is the cost per month? So, that's just going to be, the cost, right, per month is going to be our variable. So if the whole thing is $41.94, right, and we want it for 6 months, what's the cost? What number times 6 gives us that? To figure that out, we have to divide, right? X will come down. $41.94 divided by 6 is $6.99. That's pretty cheap for Netflix, isn't it? And finally, we're going to work our way back up to number 4. Each week you spend $18 on school lunches. At the end of 36-week school year, all right, how much have you spent on lunches? Well, this one's pretty cut and dry, right? So the variable is going to be the money, right? So if you have 36 weeks, right, and you're going to spend $18, all right, a week, you're just going to multiply those two, and you end up spending $648. Right? And that just is another way to show multiplication. So anyway, that's the lesson. That was lesson 5. Check it out. Head to the homework. Thanks, guys.